Starting Your Own Caregiver Service Business, Part 4. Do I need a website? This is a great question and one that needs to be asked, as with the others in this guide. This said, most people entering into a caregiver service business do not have a background in building websites. So what you will see is that sometimes new entrepreneurs will shy away from creating one. In fact, for many people looking to start a new business, it can be overwhelming, even without having to create a website. But do not fear though, because you can do it. Why get a website, you might ask? First off, a website is a great way to get exposure for your business. The fact is, in today's world, having a website is a necessity if you're a business. The days of people looking in the yellow pages for a service are gone. The vast majority of people today conduct their searches online through the use of their cell phone, laptop, or tablet. Second, having a website simply makes it easier for potential clients to find you. Again, more and more people are utilizing the power and efficiency of the internet to find the services that they need. If you do not have a website, you are losing potential customers that will find someone else's caregiver service business on the internet because you chose not to establish your own website. Third, establishing your own website tells those around you that you are serious about your business, and as such, you are more likely to be taken seriously as a company. Finally, creating a website is a whole lot easier to set up than you might think. A website can be set up in a matter of a few hours, and there is a countless number of web hosting organizations to choose from. To find web hosting companies, simply Google website builders or web hosts. A lot of search results should come up on Google. Go through some of them and get familiar with how the process works and what their pricing options are. This brings us to action step 6. Buy your domain name for your website. Now, before you go off and start a website, you are going to need a domain name first. A domain name is simply a business name for your website, like emmascaregiverservice.com. Domain names are cheap to buy, and they are not all that difficult to integrate with your website, even if you have little or no experience. A lot of the time, with a web hosting organization like GoDaddy, you can get a good price on a bundle package for a domain name, website, and domain name email. We strongly suggest that you consider this type of package because it is not only affordable, but it gives you everything you need to get your business going online and start reaching others through your own website. Now might be a good time to take a short step back for just a moment. Prior to getting your website, you will first need to think about what you want your domain name to be, and decide what extension you want, like .com, .org, .net. Since you are a business, we suggest that you go with a .com extension. Now, when you go to a web hosting company like GoDaddy, enter the domain name that you would like to have for your business and click the search button to see if the name you entered is available to purchase. If not, try another name, and so on until you find one that you like that is available to buy. Again, basic domain names are not expensive. However, if you are looking to buy what is called a premium name, these are more expensive and will typically range in price from a few $100s to a few $1,000s depending on the name. The price of a domain name is determined based on marketability of the name, as well as spelling, traffic, and economic trends. More notable domains have a stronger branding potential, are easier to remember, and will draw in more traffic to your website, which could mean more clients. Thus, the higher price for premium names. Depending on the domain name and what purpose you have in mind for your company, it might be worth the investment for a premium name. If you are not looking to acquire a premium domain name, you can certainly purchase a domain name for pennies on the dollar, so cost should not be a concern. Even if you have limited resources, you should be able to afford a domain name. Brainstorm the different domain names you might want to have, but if possible, try to include the word caregiver or services or both if possible. Do not make your domain name too long. If anything, you want your domain name to be on the shorter rather than the longer. Ultimately, your domain is your domain, and the name you choose is your decision. Take some time picking out a name and narrow your list of names down to about 5 to 10. Then choose one from this group. Also, think about asking friends for advice, or even for help with buying a domain name if you are unsure about how to go about it. Most importantly, do not be afraid by the prospect of starting a website. Remember, you can do it. This brings us to Action Step 7, buy and build your website. Once you have purchased your domain name, then you need to buy your website. It does not make any sense to buy a domain name, then not put it to use. Remember, these are action steps that you must take, so let's keep moving. Do not be intimidated by the thought of having to put together your own website. It is really very easy to do. And if you have any problems, you can call tech support for help in getting you through the process of setting up your own website and getting it published. Now, a brief word about website content. Once you have purchased your domain name and website, you will need to consider what content you will want on your website. Here is a short list of things that you will want to have on your website. Mission and vision. Services provided by your company. How to contact your company. Address, telephone, etc. Some images of yourself performing services for your clients. What makes your company better than everyone else? What you charge for your services. Testimonials of clients that you have provided services for in the past. These are just a few of the things you will want to have on your website. All of the above information should be on the home page of your website. You do not want to make your potential clients or their representatives search all over your website for information that should be right on the home page. If you make it difficult for people to find the information they are looking for, they are likely to move on to another website. Make it as easy as possible for them to find what they are looking for by placing the most relevant and important information on your homepage. Now, if you have not done so already, please do review parts 1, 2, and 3 of this video training series and move forward with your action steps. This video emphasized buying a domain name and building a website. Stay tuned for part 5 of this training series on starting your own caregiver service business as we dive into action steps 8 and 9, which will cover advertising and obtaining a business license. Finally, if you have not subscribed yet, you can do that right here on our page by clicking the red subscribe button. See you soon!